Hi everyone. This week I'm going to talk about Judith McNaught, who is the first author I read in novel form. Before that, I was reading short stories, and Judith McNaught was the first book that I read as a novel. And I have become a big, huge fan of hers since then. And I started reading her when I was in school. So, my first romance author and my first novelist, Judith McNaught. I still love her to this day because I think her romances are absolutely amazing. So I got my hands on a collection of all her books, and this one's called A Kingdom of Dreams, which is the first book in the Westmoreland series. It is not the first book she wrote. The first book she wrote was Whitney, My Love, and this was written as a prequel to the same book, but I read them in the order. So this is the story of Royce Westmoreland, which is the first Duke of Claremont. Good story. I had a feeling that it was a relatively fresh story for me. I don't remember a lot of things that happened in the book, so I'm not sure if I've read the book or I've just read one of those, those chapters at the end of a book that are like written as a preview into the story. Because I do remember reading about Royce Westmoreland, but I don't remember the entire story. But whatever the case, I enjoyed myself reading the book or rereading, I'm not sure. Um, it is a good story. I love her female characters all the time because they're really intelligent, smart girls. And those are the kind of girls that I like to make friends with in real life. So I'm surrounded by those kind of females. So that's why I like the female characters of Judith McNaught. They're smart, they're witty, they're intelligent. They're not the kind who would get disheartened with a bit of hardship. They will fight through. They will fix the broken, and they're just like generally really, really, really nice characters. And the romance, there's this like absolutely no need to say that Judith McNaught is one of the best romance writers. She writes amazing, amazing romances. So you kind of like the story, you like the characters, you like the romance. Everything is just a 10 on 10. So I feel I've read the book before, but again, I don't remember for sure. But I thoroughly enjoyed myself reading it or rereading it again. And I'm definitely going to recommend anyone to read A Judith McNaught. I'm a big fan of hers, and I have said this like multiple times on the same channel whenever I've reviewed A Judith McNaught that she is an amazing author and one should just pick up a book and read it. Also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you should just click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that next week when I come back with another book review, you'll be able to know about it and you can see me. Because these days I'm on a spree of reading the Westmoreland series. So I think I'm going to enjoy the next few weeks reading these romances and talking about them. And I want you to do the same. You come back here and listen to me talk about it. Kingdom of Dreams, amazing story. Go ahead, give it a read. It is not the first book written, but it is the first in the series, so you'll enjoy yourself. And just read A Jewel Plot. If you see her name on a book, then it is a good book. Read it. If you see my name, you know I talk about books. So subscribe to the channel. I will see you next week with another book. And I'm hoping the next week it's going to be Whitney My Love because I want to read the entire series in the order. I think these days I'm doing a lot of series in order. But anyways, I'll see you next week. See you around. Bye bye.